What is going on, my Houston Texans family? We got breaking news. The Houston Texans have just acquired former Steelers, Panthers, and Ravens wide receiver Diontae Johnson. Now, they claimed him off of waivers. When we saw Tank Dell get injured in the matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs, we have an update on that also. According to our head coach, DeMeco Ryans, Tank Dell did not only dislocate his knee, but he also tore his ACL. Tank Dell was out for the year, guys. We want to wish him the speediest of recoveries. Prayers to him and his family. When we saw that injury, the immediate reaction on Texans Twitter, go get Diontae Johnson, with the news that he was just released from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, that is something that we have to talk about, because I believe the Baltimore Ravens suspended him for not showing up to a game against the Philadelphia Eagles. But when I look at the talent, when I look at the player, I do like this move for the Houston Texans. Diontae Johnson, only 28 years old. And the question has to be asked, could this be a move where we see Diontae Johnson here for a foreseeable future? We're going to discuss this all, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ruben Calavillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. This episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third deposit, it's a 125% bonus. Promo code YouTube150 gets it done. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service, BetUS, where the game begins. Now, I know a lot of Houston Texans fans are going to be concerned about the potential character issues from Diontae Johnson, but I don't care about that right now. And when you look at the Houston Texans' current situation on offense, the current situation in the wide receiver room, they shouldn't care about that right now either. They have no time. They got a game against the Baltimore Ravens in a few days, then a matchup against the shitty Tennessee Titans, then the playoffs, which is why I like this move for the Houston Texans. Diontae Johnson, I know he can be a very good wide receiver in the NFL, and if he figures this offense out, if it starts clicking, then this offense gets a much-needed boost, something that it has been missing all year. I like that the Houston Texans didn't just lay down and went with what they had. No, they tried to get better, and I think that they did. If this works out, and I bring up my head coach DeMeco Ryans, because like he said in his first ever press conference, we need no energy vampires. People thought that Stephon Diggs was going to be a problem when he signed with the Houston Texans. He was not. I have no doubt that DeMeco Ryans can, I don't want to say control Diontae Johnson, but take him in and let him know that we play a different style of football here. And I have no doubt that if Diontae Johnson does buy in to the swarm mentality, special work ethic, and relentless mindset, this could potentially be a positive for the Houston Texans, but not just for this season, for the foreseeable years also. Like I said, Diontae Johnson, still only 28 years old. You look at his time with the Pittsburgh Steelers. In 2021, I see 107 catches, 1,161 yards, 8 touchdowns. In 22, 882 yards, no tutties. In 23, he also missed some time due to a hamstring that season, 717 yards, 5 touchdowns. Gets traded to the Carolina Panthers, and through 7 games this year was leading the team in yards. He has 30 receptions for 357 yards and 3 touchdowns this season. Gets traded middle of the way because their year was done to the Baltimore Ravens, and this is where the problem started. There were some early signs that Diontae Johnson was not happy with his involvement in the Baltimore Ravens offense, so much so that he decided to just skip a game. did not show up to the matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles, was then suspended by the Baltimore Ravens general manager for a week. And then, as we all know, ended up being released. Even before the injury, guys, when we saw Diontae Johnson was released, we said bring him in to potentially add a third weapon to this Houston Texans passing attack. Then when the injury to Tank Dell happened, we were screaming, go get Diontae Johnson. And the Houston Texans did exactly that. Look, will it work out? I hope so. I'm praying so. Because Diontae Johnson is a pretty good wide receiver, ladies and gentlemen. And 357 yards and 3 tutties is wide receiver 3 numbers. Could this save the Houston Texans offense? I don't know. You still have to worry about the offensive line. But bringing in someone as talented as Diontae, man, I think it steps up the game of everyone else. And I cannot wait to see how this plays out going forward. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans have acquired Diontae Johnson off of waivers. Let's see if it works out. This episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. Do me all a favor. Have a very blessed day.